Hi YouTube. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to show you a new deck. I'm going to try it for the first time in this video. I haven't tried it yet. And it's a new version of Frost Death Knight. Now I came across this tweet from Fino the other day. Let me just show you the tweet here. So he said that he found the best version of Frost TK together with Hunter's, and that was like a really good idea. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued. They cut a lot of the burn spells, added more minions, but they kept like the really good spells such as Frostworm's Fury and the Horn of Winter. Besides that, it's mostly minions and the location, which is like insanely strong at the moment. Okay, so I think we should just go ahead and queue a few games, see how it goes. I hope we will be able to win a few games because I hear people saying it's very strong. I've faced the deck quite a lot in Legend as well, since yesterday, I think. Now let's see if we can do the same thing. And we have the first game against Shaman. Shaman has been incredibly strong as well since the mini set came out with the new Blazing Transmutation cards. But here we actually have a curve, right? Because we can go Body Bagger on one. And then we could potentially just coin out the location on two and make a 4-5 with Rush. It is like really strong, and not a lot of classes can deal with that if we manage to do that early on. Now we do have a good curve if we would go Skeletal into Body Bagger, but I don't think we should go for that. Here also the Skeletal is like, it gets traded easily, right? It's only two health. They have 3 fish in hand. So if we just take it slow, we play this into the Skeletal Sidekick, just the 2 minions will get traded and I won't have a target anymore. So I think I'm going to stick to the plan here and go this coin location. I just insta transform it and trade this, and now we have a 4-5 on the board, which is like is really strong, right? It's only turn 2. This is a 4-cost minion. They can trade it, but they will have to put all their fish in, which is good for me because if they had, it means they have to like play the fish and their hand size will get smaller, and that will make it harder for them to actually play a null out early. I think we can just make a board now, do some stuff, trade this. It will push 2 face anyway. And next turn, if they play a minion, maybe we just discover a Frost Rune card with the Frost Strike. Also, the location will be available next turn again. So what we can do potentially is hit face with the egg. If we want to proc it, we can destroy the egg. We summon a 3/3 and the rush dude. Yeah. I think we can just go school teacher then. Let's find something for next turn. Obliterate is actually pretty good for when they evolve into something big, because otherwise we might not be able to deal with it. So let's do this. Let's just go white on the board. Shaman doesn't have that many tools to deal with white boards. I think we can hit because we have the next weapon anyway. Trying to push as much damage as we can already. Okay. What are they doing? Okay, they're just freezing some stuff. Maybe they'll have a trade on this one. Yeah. Okay, so that's only killing this minion. I think we can... Like, there's 2 things we could do here. We could go Frost Strike here and try to discover something. Or we go School Teacher and try to hit like a good spell on the Naggling and then just play the Naggling on here. I think this is cool because we do have a big board. This kills it. This also pretty good because we get a new undead monstrosity. Maybe we go for this. And we trade here. We transform this and we trade again. And we have the board. 16 damage on board. 17 with the hero power and 2 more. So we actually at 19 damage at the moment. Getting very close to lethal. They do need to clear this board, I think, or completely freeze it if they can. I don't actually know what they are playing because the traditional Evolved Shaman lists do not run school teachers. So they might be trying something else. Like a more control-y version of Shaman. Command. Okay, that can take 2 trades. Maybe they'll evolve one of them. Okay, now it looks like they are playing Evolve Shaman just with some few cards differently than the list I've been running. Which is fine. Don't think we need to obliterate this though. We can go egg. Kill the egg. Take a trade with the rush. And then discover a card. What do we like? I kind of like this one for next turn. They'll freeze their minions, so we don't even have to think about them. And we're going to hit face, equip this already. Hit face. Now next turn, if we don't have lethal yet, what we can do is we can just hit face with this one. Sorry. And then play this one, so at least if they have a board, it's frozen for a turn, and then the turn after that, we can hit for 4. So at least we make a use out of this Bone Breaker. Oh, they can try to evolve this into a Doomsayer. That's actually pretty funny. Because that would have cleared my whole board. But I guess they couldn't find it. Okay, nice. So we won the first game. And we are back in top 500 with it as well. That's a good sign. Okay, let's try 1 or 2 more games just to see how strong the deck really is, because you can say 1 game, yeah, maybe you just got lucky, you know, but as you can see what I did here, this deck is really strong on board, especially if you get to play the egg in the early turns and use the location on it. You get not only a 4/5 rush, but also a 3/3. Okay, I think we keep nothing here because we want to go for early board, right? We want to pressure them from the start. That's not really it. This is a 1-drop, but you'd rather combo it, right? So it would be nice if we could have had something with it. But since we don't, I'm gonna play it anyway. I think it's too slow just waiting for stuff. Schooling. Right, let's hope they don't get a null here. Because they have the coin and they played schooling on 1. That means they can on turn 2 technically go null, coin, evolve. They did top deck a null. Oh, there you go. Coin, evolve. It's a random one, so he's not choosing it. So he can evolve back into a null. That's not a null. That is a very strong minion. And I don't have a way of dealing with this, because even if I clear this 8/8, the Death Rattle is summon an 8/8 with Rush, so there's another one coming. Oh my god. Not very good, this game. I think we should discover something and maybe try and freeze this for a bit. Do we like to see that? No. We are going to trade this totem, so at least they only have 1 thing on the board at the moment. And that means I will be able to freeze it with the weapon. Okay, I have 3 corpses at the moment, so I can I can freeze 3 minions. But, I mean, I can freeze them for a turn now. But then the turn after, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh my god. There's actually 4 minions here, and I cannot trade one. So we have to get lucky here. And we did not get lucky. Oh my god, it froze. It froze only the 3 smaller ones. So yeah, this is probably game over. And this is a good example of a Shaman high roll, I would say. Turn 2, cheating out at a 10 cost. Really strong minion. That's not something I can compete with. Not many decks can, unless maybe you're a Blood Decay or Control Priest. Well, I think it's time to go, guys, and we'll just have an additional game. Let's say this game didn't count, right? I didn't feel like I was playing the game here anyway. And out of top 500. Okay, next game. Okay, can we win this one, please? We are saying a little prayer for Baby Bear. We have a mirror. Okay. Who's gonna be the best DK? Who is gonna be the best? I wanna be the very best. Okay. Do we even keep that? I don't think so. We could go this into this. I don't know if that's too late because you might want to look for the location as well. Maybe we just keep nothing, you know. Let's find the location. Let's find a 1-drop to have like a slightly better curve. Okay, that's not a 1-drop, but at least we have a 2 again. So we could play this on 2, I suppose. There is a consideration here to actually coin the Frost Strike. If I play this, it's gonna get traded by the hero power, right? Because the hero power gets +1 attack from the arms dealer. They have a free trade. I still don't deal with anything. So I say I will just kill it now. And this is a pretty good one. It's late, but I think it might be worth it because it's gonna deal 2 to all enemies and draw the 2 frost spells in the deck. Okay, at the moment our curves looks a bit similar. Drawing. I don't have a good turn 3 at the moment, so if I don't have anything, I'll just play the arms dealer plus hero power or plus whatever I top deck if it's playable. Bonebreaker. Yeah. I'm gonna need to take some trades here, and I can do that with arms dealer hero power. I can trade the 4 attack one, or I go for Nerubian, but it's not a guaranteed clear, and I don't feel like I should be taking too much damage. So at the moment, in this turn, this is what I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure this will get traded on their turn, and that gives us another chance at Nerubian. Okay. We are taking a bit too much damage, I think, unfortunately. Let's see what we can find here. This is actually not bad, right? Or the blood. Get some extra life. This is better, right? Because we also draw cards. And we play the egg. Next turn, we can go School Teacher, Nagaling. And then on 6, we have options. On 7, we have options. So hopefully this extra health will make us live long enough. They have a location too that I have not been able to find yet this game. Would be nice if we could find it too. Frost Strike. You know, I can go School Teacher, and if needed, I can go Horn of Winter on one of these two. Plague Strike. Deals 3. So we are building a board. Like this. I am going to do this too. Just to not keep taking this 3 damage either. What do we want? This one? Okay. Next turn, we only have 1 corpse at the moment. They will probably trade a bit more. So we might be able to get a good manipulator. If not, we go Overseer and draw spells. We will draw a Horn of Winter and a Fury because that's the only 2 spells left in the deck. So that gives us Fury into Fury. Okay, they had the same idea. Kind of scary because we will take more damage here. Oh, we drew it. Okay. So maybe we go for this and try to at least clear one of them. 3, 4. Well, everything going phase, really. The annoying part is that they also have at least 1 Fury in hand. So this is gonna come down to who has both of them, probably. Because those minions might not hit face again till the end of the game. Oh, they're not going for it. Did they not draw it? That would be pretty good for us, right? Or they're like, we're not dying yet. We're gonna keep it in hand for a turn. We don't need to do it yet. But it's definitely a bit scary. And we have a plan. We're gonna freeze. We have to freeze. Now we know they drew a spell from their deck, which they might have another one. And now I have to freeze back again because there is absolutely nothing else I can do. Just go like this. Maybe play this one already. Doesn't matter. And now we're gonna need to see if they have the next freeze, we cannot win. Yeah, they have something at least. Or maybe just kill me, that's possible as well. They had it anyway. Okay, that's quite unlucky actually. This was a game of who has both freezes, and we both did. But I was lower in HP and they had a bigger board, so it was not really that winnable for me, I'd say. Let's queue one more then. Maybe we can at least end on a 50-50. 50-50 is fine. We take those. Trying a new deck in Top Legend, it's totally fine to end on a 50-50 score. And let's be honest, that Shaman game doesn't really count. No one beats a 8-8 Death Rattle on turn 2. So I won't feel too bad about that one. And we have a game. Please let us win. Please. DK again. Okay. Gonna depend if it's a mirror or blood DK, which has been quite popular the past few days as well. And I think that's a very, very tough matchup. So let's just keep the location and hope we find a decent curve. We don't have it yet. We keep missing our 1-drops, which is kind of sad, especially going first. It's a 1-drop, I suppose. We'll just play it. Don't want to skip a turn. Okay, so it's not blood. That's what we know for sure now. Probably playing a mirror match. Okay, nothing to do, so we just hit face. Okay, so we have a battle of locations. I have 2 locations. That's good. Imagine top decking a 1-drop here, so I can instantly set up the second location as well. Not use it probably, but at least it'll be there. And then I have a location ready every turn because we're gonna alternate. Oh my god, that would be the dream. Yeah, I mean, you are going to transform that, I suppose. Yeah. That's not a 1-drop. So we have another plan. It's this into this, and then just kill it off with a Frost Strike. And discover. This might be an okay turn 5. Or this one. I can combine it with any of my 3 drops on turn 5. That may be better. I think we are doing this. Using this, so we draw one of our spells. And we take a trade. I feel like, again, this game is not going as good as it should be. I'm not really sure what it is. I mean, maybe the fact that I keep drawing all the late game stuff every game has something to do with it. Because there are plenty of 1 and 2 drops still in this deck. I just don't seem to be drawing them in any of the games. So that's probably just a bit unlucky as well. If at any point in the early game we had an egg into the location, we would have been ahead. But we aren't at the moment, so we can go Frigidara, I want to say. Draw the spells. Oof. Do we actually have to transform this? No, we can do it. We can do it in a different way. We can go like this. Play the egg and still try to come back a little bit on the boards. Trade. We could even play this as well. So if like they may wanna kill this one off first, because if they kill something else, I'm gonna draw a card. And they might want to prevent me from doing that. And then next turn I'm going, yeah, see? And then next turn I'm going to just freeze. They have a clear. And they did draw frost spells as well, so they will probably have this fury too. Oh, yeah, pushing so much damage. I feel like I'm just dead next turn regardless of what I do here. So we go face, we set this up. And we pray. It's probably the best thing to do. You see, like, it's every time it's kind of close, right? Because we are like 1 turn away from winning, and we both like at the same HP, but opponent always does it one turn before me. And I think our weak early game has something to do with that. But anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it here. For me, this deck has not been a great success, as you can see. I won the first game, then I lost 3 in a row. I lost 2 mirrors. So I want to say, if you try this deck, you have to be prepared to face mirrors, because it has been like quite popular on ladder at the moment. Also, keep in mind that, especially on America's ladder, I noticed that the past few days a lot of people have been playing Blood DK or controlish decks to try and beat the Shamans. And probably this deck doesn't really do too well against these either. But I think it should, in theory, be able to beat Shamans, because you can freeze their board, you can be ahead on board, but you need to not get high rolled in the early game, basically. So do I recommend this deck? Yes, I think it's very strong. Did it go well for me? Will I be playing it more? Probably not, because it's not, like, for starters, it's not really my play style. It's also, it didn't go well for me, and if I try a new deck and I don't win with it like the first few games, I will be like, nah, maybe it's not for me, and then I'll just try something else. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, guys. I'm gonna find a new deck to try, and I will show you in my next video. So hope you have a good day, and thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!